Sakamoto Days, man, I love the direction it's going in. I mean, honestly, after the fight with everyone down there, Nagumo, Sakamoto, Izuki, Takamura, it's honestly it's pretty crazy thinking about how Izuki, takes abilities and like becomes, that personality. How he did it with Akao and now did it with Takamura. And it's an interesting direction to take a villain. And it kind of reminds me of Kenjaku in a way of like a villain that kind of can contort and conform themselves and, to kind of like shape the narrative, you know what I mean? Like change, how they're perceived by others. But in Izuki's case, it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I do want to find out. I want to wonder like what is going to be the next direction of Sakamoto Days, because right now we got all these new order members that are going to be coming to try to kill Nagumo and Sakamoto. And the interesting thing is all the way up to this point, even when we've seen skinny Sakamoto or fat Sakamoto, all of these Sakamoto versions are all non-lethal Sakamoto. Because remember, he made the promise to his wife saying that he won't kill, right? So then all these feats that we're seeing from Sakamoto is all non-lethal. So I don't know. I'm not saying that the new order members will make Sakamoto, like, I guess we'll see like the true, best assassin when he's like actually lethal again. But I do think this is like a training opportunity for Nagumo, Sakamoto, and even Shin, with these new order members that are hunting them, because they will need the power up to even like combat X, or even so it's kind of crazy. I like that. I like the direction that's going in. I hope this is more of like a training arc type thing, and these order members are actually threats that can combat Uzuki, because that'd be kind of rare. That'd be kind of like, that'd be actually, that wouldn't be a bad direction. But it is something to really think about. It does make you wonder about the direction though of where Izuki's gonna go, because his relationship with Akao's nephew is actually kind of interesting. It seems like he may go in like a training direction of like some kind of like way of like, as being, her, she can like kind of, I don't know, say educate her, but kind of like guide her towards being a better assassin. I think that would be very, very interesting. It seemed like that's the direction it could go in. I don't think it could pivot and go in another direction, but I do see that the little seeds that are planting of like what the direction that Sakamoto Days is going in. But it's honestly very intriguing, and I actually love it, man. I love it. I want to see how much more it can go, We also see that when it comes to Izuki and his whole mindset when he became Takamura, it was that he envisioned Takamura as being this like just this beast that can't be stopped, this like bloodlusted beast, right? So even as in now, it seems that persona was in a way overpowering himself, so he couldn't really be himself and be Takamura. So then that makes me think, if it was a mindset shift that made Izuki that much more powerful, give him that much more of an amp, right? Just imagine the amp that Sakamoto will get once he shifts back to killing mode, right? Because I mean the shift will have to be incredible, because I'm only assuming he'll kill maybe once. If not, it'll only be like a few times, maybe just once, and it'll be that powerful thing. And it'll probably be at the end of the series because of the promise he made. Or even if he doesn't kill, maybe it'd be Shin who will kill for him. I don't know, but just the intent to kill, I think, will bring Sakamoto to that legendary #1 status. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. It's going to be a lot more pressure, a lot more, things going on in order for him to actually have the intent to kill. That would have to be incredible. That would have to be a bit insane. You know what I mean? That would have to pop off, really. You know what I'm saying? And the way that Shin is going, the direction that Shin is going, it's entitling. It's cool, because he's obviously gonna get stronger. He's obviously gonna realize his abilities, And on another note, if I'm being real, we gotta all agree that, Gaku's performance against Nagumo and against Takamura towards the end, man, it's amazing. I mean, the portrayal of strength that we have here, of like knowing that in the storyline, plot wise, right, he has to lose, but it's the execution of that means everything. I mean, we all understand execution means everything in film and animation and shoot, in life in general, right? So when Gaku's execution of defeat was so marvelous to the point where you were rooting for him to stay alive, that is powerful. And honestly, I don't think maybe it's confirmed. I don't know. I mean, who knows? We can get a Twitch. I don't know, but I don't want Gaku to die. But that's besides the point. The whole trajectory of the whole show, the whole manga, the whole is amazing. I love the direction, and actually the fact that it's having an anime soon is actually amazing too. Sakamoto Days is on the rise, and the same with all the characters in it. I love to see the direction of it. I mean, these new order members, right? I mean, it's kind of a little offsetting because they're obviously strong. They're order members. They're strong. But it's almost a gauge of like, all right, bro, are they mid tier? Are they high tier? They can't be high tier right off the bat because we gotta see some feats. So they're like automatically like mid tier, right? I mean, they have to be mid tier. They're like the ceiling. I mean, the floor for order members have to be mid tier, right? But that's why I lean more towards them just being training opportunities for Nagumo and Sakamoto to kind of like hone their skills, right? Also for Shin. But because they can't be too high tier, because Nagumo was already, like top of the order. I think number 2, I believe was stated, right? So I mean, they can't be stronger than him. Maybe stronger than him while he's injured, but like, you know what I mean? That's why I think that it's gonna, and also it could be like more like 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, which is probably what they have to do. But just like individual one-on-ones, nah, they can't run the hands. They can't run the hands. You know they can't run the hands. So like, why even try to say they can run the hands? That's cap, right? So it's like they have to be training opportunities. That's how I see it, right? And the whole Shishiba, I mean, his direction, that's actually interesting because he's just more of like that neutral gray order member that isn't even like, kind of like not even like, I won't say too vital. He's vital in the sense that we like him. He's vital in the sense that he's cool, but vital in the sense of like the plot and storyline. That I don't think that's a factor, right? So Shishiba, he's cool, and I think he will be just like that gray area because he knows Nagumo, and I don't think he doesn't know Sakamoto personally. He just heard stories about him, but he knows Nagumo personally. So then when this whole manhunt is going on, it's going to be interesting to see, him kind of like, I won't say sitting back or even partaking in trying to hunt down his former co-worker friend. It would be interesting to see it. And I'm not saying that Shishiba is going to like, betray, the new order members or anything, but I will say that, he's been in the past, been able to kill his own master. So it's kind of, can't, rely on him too much to try to, save the main cast. But they probably don't have to be saved. They're strong enough. But it is interesting to see the directions going on. It's actually cool. So I'm actually going to see that, Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the direction of Sakamoto Days and what it's going in. And let me know. Peace.
Penny X.